Everyone, Eastern America here, and I'm just coming at you today to talk to you about eBay. eBay, as you know, goes way back. My days in the military, in the Army, regular active Army, I would say I first heard about eBay probably back in 2000. Yeah, 2000, 2001. I remember that time frame because a friend of mine introduced me to it, and he was interested in camera equipment, and that's when I first heard about eBay. And he got his equipment. He had no trouble. That was a very early time for eBay. Uh, PayPal was part of eBay at that time, belonged to eBay, so everything was pretty dynamic. Um, but years have gone by, and I have purchased a lot of items off of eBay, to be frank, and I've seen it get progressively worse. A lot of sellers are on eBay that are scammers. They create temporary accounts, they sell stuff, they try to make off with the money, they don't send the item after they got the money, and then the buyer has to go through a little bit of customer service to get the money back. Fortunately, usually I would imagine 99% of the time the buyer does get their money, but there are some holes that are not filled, and one of those is shipping labels, return shipping labels. Okay, so if you get a product, like I just experienced a bad case. I ordered a external passenger side mirror for a truck, and it said the estimated delivery date was July 10th. Well, I'm trying to refurbish this truck and put it on a lot and sell it, and the mirror did not arrive. And oh, by the way, no tracking information, no tracking information provided at all. No notification that it had been shipped. So I bought, I ordered a external mirror from another supplier, and then this thing, I get a notification with shipping information on the 11th, and it arrives like on the, I don't know, maybe it did the 10th, and it arrived on the 12th or something like that, or 11th, whatever. The dates are not important, but the bottom line is, if you're selling something on eBay, and I've sold one item on eBay. I'm not an active seller. I tried to sell one item, and I think I had the price too low, so I've been out of it for a while. But I'm just saying that if you're going to sell, if you're going to be a seller on eBay, be straight with the buyer or the prospective buyers that are looking at your listing. Well, one, tell them, give yourself more time than immediate 1 week or week and a half. Probably allow 2 weeks for delivery, and put that in your seller ad. And then secondly, provide timely tracking information or shipping information. Definitely get tracking. Don't send items without tracking. I thought that, I'm not a big shipper, but I thought that was always included. But at the same time, if you promise to have it, you have a delivery date, estimated delivery date, and then at the same time, if you are not telling them that you will provide shipping information at point of shipping, which may be a few days. Maybe you want to include that, maybe 5 or 6 days, whatever, before you ship. Allow 5 to 7 days before shipping to prepare shipment. But be very clear. Now on the buyer end, there's another issue altogether. Shippers can guarantee return shipping. In other words, they can provide you with a label, with a barcode, prepaid. So they're paying for your return. I had to return this mirror at $19 US, and I knew I had a problem with the seller when he only provided as his shipping label, return label, just the address. It looked like a photocopy of an address. That was it. There was no barcode, no nothing, just his address. And you can do what I've done. Now, I don't even know if I'll be successful, but I try to escalate stuff if I have issues. And like with eBay, I'm trying to get a $19 credit from eBay, even though they're not responsible for my return shipment. But my item arrived 3 days late if you include the date that it was supposed to be received, and that's not right. And apparently you have to do a negative review before the return of the money is refunded, and I think I missed that, but I'll go back and see if I can make a comment about that. I probably should have been more proactive, but as you know, I work very hard every day. So anyway, I just want to let you know that you're taking a risk, and it's not potentially the bad sellers. I'll go further than that, the scammers. I mean, you got bad sellers and you got scammers. And I have seen eBay degrade over the years. And I would say you have 2/3 probability that you're going to have a good transaction with eBay. But 1/3 of that, 1/3 of that, there's a 32% chance that you're not going to get the item, or they're going to run off with your money and not ship the item, of course, or you're just going to have an extremely late shipment, or something's going to go wrong, because it shouldn't be this way. But these scammers are out there big time, and I know that we are very aware of the phone calls we're getting from scammers trying to collect personal information, trying to misrepresent that they're with some federal agency or they're with someone else, or they're going to give you a refund for a subscription that you don't really have. These con artists are really coming out of nowhere, and they're going to eBay, and I suspect it's just a matter of time before they hit Amazon. So I would just ask you to be cautious, and I wanted to share this negative experience with you and let you know that it's really getting bad out there, and I'm sure you're aware of it, but if you're not, at least I'm sharing it. I would do this, and I have done this, and this seller also had not sold that much, but he had a history, and I saw where the reviews, I think 2/3 of the reviews were positive, 1/3 were not, and I went with them. And but try to find a seller that has a very large number of reviews. People can pad reviews with people they know anywhere. A lot of sectors are doing that. They hire people to make phony reviews, positive reviews. So if you can get a number that's pretty high, if you can get like 1,000 in 1 month, and 90% of that's pretty positive, and hopefully only 10% or less are negative, then maybe that's someone you want to go with, as opposed to someone that has probably 50% negativity rate and 50% positive. So we really want to look at the reviews, but we need a lot of reviews in order to trust the people that provided the reviews. So anyway, as always, please subscribe to this channel. Please hit the notification bell. Please like, and please share this with as many friends as you can. Thank you, and I hope you stay safe out there, and have a great day.